President Obama is one step closer this morning to his trade accord that would connect about 40% of the world's economy. The Senate voted Thursday to end debate on a bill giving the president fast-track authority to negotiate trade deals with Pacific Rim nations. A final Senate vote on the Trans-Pacific Partnership Treaty could happen today. Many Democrats oppose the bill. The measure's fate in the House remains uncertain.
The State Department is set to soon release about 300 of presidential candidate Hillary Clinton's emails. The messages from her private server concern security in Libya and the 2012 Benghazi attacks when Clinton was serving as Secretary of State. Nancy Cordes is on Capitol Hill and has already seen some of those emails. Nancy, good morning.
Good morning. Well, if Republicans were looking for some kind of Benghazi bombshell, they don't exist in this batch of emails obtained by the New York Times. But there are still about 500 pages left to be released. And what we do see is that Clinton was getting a lot of Libya intelligence from a source outside the U.S. government. Most of the emails involved memos sent to Clinton from Sidney Blumenthal, a longtime Clinton confidant who had business ties in Libya and whose insight Clinton clearly valued. In April 2011, for instance, Blumenthal told her that Libyan rebels were thinking of hiring private security firms to train and organize their forces. Clinton forwarded the memo to a top aide, adding, FYI, the idea of using private security experts to arm the opposition should be considered. Blumenthal had worked in the Clinton White House, but Obama officials blocked his appointment to the State Department because of his role as an attack dog during Hillary Clinton's 2008 campaign.
Secretary Clinton
was asked about him earlier this week.
He's been a friend of mine for a long time. He sent me unsolicited emails, which I passed on in some instances, and I see that that's just part of the give and take. When you're in the public eye, when you're in an official position, I think you do have to work to make sure you're not caught in a bubble.
The day after the Benghazi attacks that killed 4 Americans, Blumenthal reported that the attacks were inspired by what many devout Libyans viewed as a sacrilegious internet video on the Prophet Muhammad. About 18 hours later, he emailed again with new analysis. An Islamist militia group, he wrote, had been planning the attacks for approximately 1 month and simply took advantage of the cover provided by the demonstrations. Clinton forwarded the memo to a top advisor saying, "We should get this around ASAP." Blumenthal's second take turned out to be correct, though that view never made it into the administration's talking points, which claimed that the attack was spontaneous. Clinton herself never made that controversial claim in public, perhaps, Jeff, because she was getting some back-channel intelligence.
Nancy, thank you very much.